Syracuse at Miami this Saturday. We've got Cam Underwood on the line from State of the U. Please join him there for the very best in Miami football coverage, and kind of taking this Syracuse upset theme that we talked about a few minutes ago is just running through my mind that if Syracuse would win this game, they got the win against Clemson. They only have one loss in the ACC. You know, mathematically, they play themselves into contention. Nobody sees it happening. I will bring this up. If we flip to the other side of the ball, the third down conversion rate for the Syracuse defense, to me, when I came across this number, I was shocked because I knew that Dino Babers had upped the ante on offense and his what we could call a gimmick offense, but when it starts to work, it's less gimmick and more about execution. That's working, and that's the theme, and that's what he's known for in his calling card, but he's obviously improved things and the defensive staff on the other side of the ball. Syracuse has been atrocious on defense forever, for the most part, and they are top 3 in the nation in third down conversion rate at 23%. And if you think, okay, they stack the stats against the bad teams, Central Connecticut, etc. No, against the Power 5, they're in the top 3 or 4 in the country. Clemson went 2 for 11 on third down. Pitt went 3 for 13 the last 2 weeks. Flip side, Miami, you're struggling converting on third downs. Now, fortunately, you've hit on enough big plays that third down hasn't been crucial, but on the 58 tries, you're 97th in the nation in third down conversions. What's not happening there?
I think that a lot of those missed third downs are coming in first halves when the offense has been just kind of bad for Miami. So we're converting more in the second half as Malik Rozier and Mark Richt as a play caller kind of heat up and do things a little bit better. It has been a struggle. Went 4 for 8 on third down against Bethune, but you expect that kind of thing. Only 8 third downs. 3 for 9 against Toledo. Again, only 9 third downs, but a third of those. Only a third the next week against Duke. 4 for 12, but that's like double what Duke was allowing because they were allowing like 12% on third down or something like that. And our best third down day actually was at Florida State, 7 out of 17 for 42% basically. And then last week we slid back to going only 2 for 12 against Georgia Tech on third down. So penalties in the third down performance. Obviously, penalties on third down are huge because a couple conversions have been wiped out because of those penalties. And then the subsequent play that counts to the stats has been missed or not converted. So hopefully, not having those crucial kind of errors, also having manageable third downs, because when you get predictable in the play call game, inside run, play action passes incomplete. Now you're 3rd and 10, and teams are going to, they're going to pin their ears back to rush the passer, and they're going to play, kind of that sticks coverage where you can get something in front of us, but we're going to put our heels at 10 and make you get in front of us and maybe break a tackle or 2 to get that first down. So, schematically and situationally, things have been a little bit of a struggle, but, hopefully if we're in manageable situations, Miami will be able to convert maybe a little bit more or have that similar kind of performance that we did at Florida State, 42%, getting close to 50% on conversions, because you're only 2 away from 50 if you're 9 out of 17. Yeah, that'd be over. So you're right there with it, basically. So, I think that has been what the issues have been there. Also, maybe not playing the right personnel all of the time. Darrell Langham was on the bench for the majority of the season, including last week. He started on the bench, I believe, before coming in. And then in the Florida State game, he famously only played the last 2 plays of the game. Now, of course, on the very last play, he caught the game-winning touchdown. But what have you been doing for the rest of the game? Just staying ready on the sideline with my helmet like, hey, coach, put me in. So maybe he gets on the field a little bit more often. Maybe Amon Richards, who comes back from a hamstring, is a little bit more healthy. Maybe Miami doesn't throw jump balls in the end zone to Mike Harley, who I love as a wide receiver, but he's 5'9.5", 5'10". Maybe some of those choices change on personnel usage and then also the scheme usage of those personnel that are on the field. So hopefully those things will be a little bit better. And yeah, I think that, Syracuse is doing very well to limit teams on third down, obviously, this year all the way throughout. But just like last week, I think that their luck runs out on that. I don't think this is 6 games into the season for them. And I don't think it's necessarily sustainable. And that performance that they had last week against Clemson was a milestone performance for me. That was a pinnacle, an apex. And I just don't think that they're going to be able to do that again. Whether that's overall as a team, whether that's on the score, I don't definitely think they're going to win or things like that. I think that they're going to have some kind of regression because you can't be, unless you're in Alabama or 2001 Miami or insert championship level team here, you're pretty much going to be at that level all the time. You're not going to stumble. You're not going to lose to a Middle Tennessee, those kind of things. It's not going to be that wide of a variance in your performance. So I think that, yeah, they had some lows and they had some highs, but when they get back to who they really are in the middle, I think that Miami might be a little bit more successful on third down and then overall in this game as well.